Welcome to today's video, which is bullet journal with me for the week of July 27th to August 2nd. This was a very difficult, week template for me because I was debating if I should already start August, the layout for August, or just stay with the July template since it's still July, or just cut off August. But then the August weekly template was gonna be so cramped up because I was gonna have so many days in it, and it was very chaotic because I actually drew the August stuff already and it felt wrong. It's still putting July and August, so it felt wrong because it was so much of July and only 2 days of August. So I ended up erasing the whole thing because I had already done the cover page, weekly spread, and the finance spread, and then I was like, no, this feels very wrong. So I ended up just erasing everything. Good thing I have not gone with the markers yet. If not, I would have just kept it. So since it felt wrong, I just went and finished this week as the water design. As you noticed, it's a reoccurring thing that I do where I alternate weeks where I do the plaid or I do the water design. And it's really cool that I ended up ending with the water design for this weekly spread. And I'm really happy I ended up doing this decision because I really enjoy doing this water design. It just makes me so happy. For the weekly template, I was testing out new things, and this week it works for me. These 8 rectangles were 7 rectangles dedicated for the week, and then 1 rectangle ends up being the verse of the week, and this verse is based on the service that happened on Sunday. And as you can see here, my mild liner gave up and I went with the Crayola, and then I went back to the mild liner. I was like, no, you are ending this page, and I'm draining all the ink out of you because the Crayola was too bright. And the reason why that happened was because I was draining out my Crayola. I was draining out my mild liner. So I was like, you are finishing strong. And it did, and I am so happy that I finished a marker. I have never ever finished a marker in my life. I don't know if that has happened to you. If it has happened to you, when was it? Because I'm very curious. From my lifetime of having markers since pre-K, I'm already in the university and I barely finished a marker. Can you believe it? And also, me being at the university, I finally finished a pencil. I have a little pencil so small, and I want to keep it as a memory that I finally finished a pencil in my whole life. It's weird. It's like it took me until the university to finish a pencil and to finish a mild liner. To be fair, I've had these mild liners since 2020, so that mild liner lasted me 5 years. So I would say invest in mild liners, in my opinion, because it lasted me 5 years. And the blue one, I used to be obsessed with blue, and it lasted me so long. And something that lasts forever is God's passion to defend his people. And that was the main theme of today's service, which comes from Nahum chapter 1, verse 2-3, which states, "The Lord is a jealous and avenging God. The Lord takes vengeance and is fierce in wrath. The Lord takes vengeance against his foes. He is furious with his enemies. The Lord is slow to anger, but great in power. The Lord will never leave the guilty unpunished. His path is in the whirlwind and storm, and clouds are the dust beneath his feet." What I really liked about this verse is that vengeance is his. And as humans, whenever someone does us wrong in general, we tend to take revenge, and we shouldn't, because since we're his people, he will defend us, and us as humans and believers, instead of planning on revenge, we should pray pray for those people that did us wrong so they can find him, and pray for ourselves to find forgiveness on what they did, and patience to not plan revenge. But yeah, that's what I got from it, you know. Vengeance is his, not ours. For the rest of the spreads, I ended up using the Crayola marker. For this template, it ended up being my dump and work notes as per usual. And as per usual, guess what? I forgot to do the water design again. It's a recurring theme in this channel that I keep forgetting to do the design for my brain dump and work notes. That's crazy. I don't know why. It just tends to happen. Although I did notice right away. Usually it takes me a while to notice that I did not do the design. Fine. So I went back and did the water design. So I hope I get better in August for the templates of August, that I don't forget it. Now, these are my book notes, and I think if you've seen my other videos, you would know that I'm in a book club, and I have a thing where I don't like writing on books. That goes for workbooks, any book, my Bible. Don't write on them. I don't like it. I just love a clean look. So yes, I do have different journals that are dedicated to the books and to my Bible. I know I'm insane. I don't know, I just don't have the willpower to write on them. So my solution, instead of buying a new notebook just for that book, I was like, I shouldn't be buying a new book because it's a small book and I'm gonna waste more money on buying a new book and just writing on a few pages of that notebook and not use it ever again. So I ended up just writing on my bullet journal. And also, I actually like it because it's also like journaling when I read, like what week I read and what pages I read on that week. So I thought that was really fun. And I really like this because it goes in hand with my tracker. So whenever I have to go back, it's easy for me to track the days that I read. Here I am ending with the water design, and here I'm showing you the whole week. And I hope you enjoy the video, and see you next time.